From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between... From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Kansas City. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 42 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and he's going to go down again. Gregory Rousseau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Billsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On play action, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game, and the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Bass is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They give to Burton, the fullback. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a off a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They run again with a fullback Burton. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The fullback dive held up short. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will stay put at 17.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one. out there, but it'll be third down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's got room. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Second down and goal. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm BrianAkaDaddyB, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know is that.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go right back to Singletary. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 10-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On the handoff, it's Singletary. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Allen to throw it. Caught right side, Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. On the give, this is Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. The left side caught by Diggs. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Allen going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen, and it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They can't hang with us. Watch the safety creep. Come back. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment,